Hello everybody out there in YouTube world. And again, before I start this video, I am supporting prostate cancer. Yeah, I'll just bring it close so you can see the badge clearly. There you go. The prostate cancer man badge. Now, you get that from their website at prostatecancer.org.uk, I think. You have to quote me on that, but yeah, I think I shared it on the previous video, the link. So if you look at yesterday's video, see it in the description bit and click on that, and then you'll see all the information there about the website, yeah, and the tests as well that are on there. About the blood test is also on there as well. So yeah, people are mixed culture like myself, Afro-Caribbean, African roots, people of a ethnic minority groups, but in general, everybody, even European, you know, just get yourself checked out, people, you know. And I did mention before on previous videos, there's people who I know who I went to school with have passed away from this this cancer, so don't leave it before it's too late, please. Please, please, please. But anyway, right, so this video is, let's talk about people. Oh my God. Let's talk, you hear the chuckle there from my beloved. Let's talk about people. Whoa.
Takes all sorts to make the world go round.
I couldn't have put it finer myself.
It does, doesn't it?
Of course it does. It takes
It really
all sorts.
does.
If we had one type of human being, and that every human being was that one type, and we all behaved in that way, you think the world would be a happy place to live? Nope, it wouldn't. Force that, would it, Mrs. G?
Nope.
So yes, this is going to be an interesting one. People. Whoa. Oh, man. Do you want to start off with this one, Mrs. G, or shall I?
Up to you.
You know what? I'll start off. Right. Get ready for this one. People. Right. Of course, we are conceived through the laws of nature. Then we are evolving in our mother's wombs up to 9 months, depending if some babies are born early. And then when we're born into this world, unknowing what to expect. Agreed?
Totally.
And
Innocence.
we mean pure
Innocence.
pure. That's when a human being, when it's first born, at its most purest, because it doesn't know anything. All it knows about is, I've got to survive, I'm alive, and realising what's going on and learning how to breathe, because when you're inside your mom's womb, you can't use your lungs, can you, to breathe? So what's keeping you alive? The umbilical cord from you to your mother. That's the only thing that's keeping you alive, which is in your abdomen, your sea of life, the ocean of you. So when you come into the world, you've got to learn how to be alive independently. Boy, is that a tough one to do. So anyway, your parents, they have to nurture you from the very, very beginning. They've got to feed you. They've got to change you. They're going to learn you the basic principles of life. And then when you're old enough, then you start to go to school. And boy, that's when the trouble really starts. Because then you've got these other human beings who you've got to interact with, who you've never ever seen before. Never ever seen before in your life. And you've got to, oh, shall I be learning from them too? Is it right what they're saying? Have I got to agree with what they're saying? Because it's true, you know. Most of us human beings, when we were little, we take on board by what we see from others, especially adults. We think that's the norm. But then you see other children of different skin colours. You're thinking, oh, okay, I'm this colour, why are they a different colour than me? Why are they a lighter colour than me and a darker colour than me? And then some of them speak with funny tones in their voices. You're thinking, do I sound like that? Honestly, when you really think about it, you think, do I really sound like that person speaking? Am I of their same vocal tone? Because it's weird. I know myself. It's very weird when you're a kid and you hear these other people speaking, let alone your parents. But it's when you see complete strangers, you're thinking, wow, they look a bit weird. Because it's quite a daunting thing when you really think about it. And it really is from childhood.
Yeah, I think children, though, I don't think they notice colour until somebody says something to them.
No, but with me, I noticed I was this colour. I was expecting everybody to be the same colour as me as a kid.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking, hang on, he's white and he's very dark. And he's another colour. Oh, there's someone who's the same colour as me. Oh, that person must be the same as me then.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, we're still learning things, so we don't know. We're thinking, these are weird, these strange things that are happening from when you were a young child. And then when you see things on this box, the TV, but it was a box, you used to think, wow, that's a weird thing. Why is that doing that? And showing us strange things. It's all part of the learning process and growing up of life. Your parents can only guide you a certain way. Then when you go to school, then that's a different kind of learning completely.
And it all depends what sort of parents you've got as well.
Exactly, that's where that's the root of it all.
You know, lots of kids have great parents.
Yeah.
Also
I know.
kids who haven't had such great parents.
I come from a mum and dad that's second to none, and that's no joke. Anyone who knows of the Osborne family from Wolverhampton, they'll tell you. They know my mum and dad, who knew my mum and dad. They'll tell you what what they were like. God rest their souls, and they really will. But yeah,
You had an expectancy though that everybody would be like you. Then,
exactly.
didn't you?
That's another thing as well.
Yeah.
That's the thing is, it's what threw me like as a child growing up. Excuse me. I was expecting people to behave just like me, behave in a way that I've been brought up properly with my mum and dad. I was thinking, hang on, these people behaving very differently. I don't like this, or I don't like this at all one bit. Not nice, not a nice experience. None of the people don't behave the way you behave, because when you grow up and you find out these things, you're unique, one individual. There's only one like you. Even twins. I know the twin families. I've got twins in my family. My cousins, Wendy and Winston, from my uncle's side. They were identical twins, but they had their own characters individually, and they really did. One was much more quieter than the other. And that's identical twins,
But it wouldn't be right if it was all the same, would it?
Exactly, it wouldn't be right.
You know,
Wouldn't be
it would
right.
be such a boring world, wouldn't it? If it was all
Wouldn't
the
it just?
same.
And this is why we live in an imperfect world.
Yeah.
And it never ever will be a perfect world. I would love to see and meet the person who say, wow, we live in a perfect world. I'll say, what? Are you nuts? Are you for real? We do not live in a perfect world. Because the world isn't perfect. It may look beautiful from the outside when you're out in space looking down on it. But when you're actually on the land itself,
It's far from perfect.
boy, isn't it just?
Oh
It
dear.
really is. And yeah, man, I always used to believe when I was a young lad growing up that people were going to be good and nice people. Boy, no way, Jose. And what a culture shock it was too.
But you have to learn the art.
Yeah.
Don't you? Else you don't learn.
Exactly, that's...
Part of a learning curve, isn't it? That not everybody's nice. You know, never will be.
And there never will be. I don't care what they try and convince you with,
Never will be.
or what they try and give you materialistically to say, no, it's what's on the inside. And then you get to know the ugly truth of the matter.
Well, it's like when you have friends, isn't it? And you think they're your friend.
Yeah. Well, I know about
And then
them
all of a
ones.
sudden, they're your worstest enemy.
Trust me, I know a lot who are like that, who I've had
And
in my
there's so
life.
many people out there like that.
Especially the ones who are jealous of you. So that has to come into the equation, because this video at the end of the day is about people. Jealousy, man. Oh gosh. We could do an individual video about that, jealousy.
Worst trait of all.
And it's the number one trait.
It's a destroyer, isn't it?
Destroyer. It's a wrecker of one's soul, man. I have never had an ounce of jealousy in my body about anyone. And my family will tell you that. I am not jealous or envious of no one. I admire people who have worked hard to become very successful away from the celebrity life, but people in general who have become so successful from the doldrums of life.
Because I've worked hard.
Because they have grafted.
It hasn't been given to them on a plate.
Elbow grease stuff, man. You can't.
Yeah.
There's not much of that around these days. No. Elbow grease workers. They just want it handed to them on a plate. Man.
Especially the younger generation. They're still people.
They're still people, yeah. I have to say with the younger generation, I'm not dissing all, because there's some good young ones out there we've come across who do work.
Oh, God, yes.
But there's a majority of them who come from a well-to-do background. I don't want it given to them. And I'm not kidding you.
They don't want to work for it.
No, they don't want to work for it, man. They want to say, oh, write me a check. There you go, bang, in the bank. Yeah, that's it. There you go. Life ain't about that. You've got to be thrown in the deep end to really work hard at things.
But again, what you've got to remember as well, different people have different issues. Nobody knows, do they, what somebody's going through on that day that you may bump into them and they're really funny or nasty or whatever. There's a lot of mental health out there.
And it's basically an epidemic, and really, that's no joke. Mental health, out of all the health diseases that we can have, number one.
Yeah.
It's the...
And if you get somebody who's hot-headed and takes it the wrong way, and they start fighting them and whatever they do, do you know, that's just not on, because they need help, don't they?
They do, yeah. It's a cry for help.
You know, again, they're people. They're people. They may have mental health, but they've got feelings. You know, but we just haven't got the people out there now helping them, have we, like they used to?
No, that's a sad case of affairs, that is.
You just really haven't, because they haven't got funding, or the funding's been cut.
And the government, I've got to say, the governments haven't been helping.
No.
They've been cutting this and cutting that.
Yeah.
Do they want to have a successful country?
Well, I don't think they do at the moment, do they?
Jeez.
They really don't. Because if you think about it, they've made that many cuts and put money into stupid things. I'm sorry, not all of it, not all of it, but some of it.
Some of it, yeah.
What they could well have put into things that are going to help people. Things I've taken away from them. I mean, the younger generation, give them something to do.
Yeah, I was just going to say about that, about the younger generation.
Give them something to do so they can be their own people.
Yeah.
Instead of having to hang around in crowds doing nothing.
Again, the youth club thing.
Yeah.
There's none, literally none.
Boxing clubs.
They're far and few between. Not so many as they used to years ago.
Because, and as well, I mean, they probably can't afford rents and stuff. And the equipment. And parents can't afford to send them.
Yeah, true.
You know, all these little things, especially today when they're like, somebody's got 2 or 3 children and plus. If you've only got one, it's a lot easier, obviously.
Yeah, it is a lot easier.
If you've got 2 kids to send to a boxing club or martial arts club and stuff like that.
It's twice.
It's twice the money. Everything is so expensive.
Yeah, you've got to buy them the gis, the protective wear that they need for when they're growing up to learn about sparring and so on and so forth. It's...
and they can't go off on their own.
No, they can't. Not in this day and age.
Because it ain't safe. What are they supposed to do?
Oh, you're going to love this. When we went to Wolverhampton today to see my sister, bless her.
Hi, Nettie.
Hi, sis. And we went into this shop. We can't say no names because of publication rights and all that stuff. But we went into this shop, which used to be an old place, an old department store in Wolverhampton where we used to go to, and it has some, classy things in there. So we went in there today, and where they got the knife cutleries and stuff like that section of the place where we were. I saw some of the boxes before, and this one was open, and I said to Max and Nettie, someone's taken the knife out of this. And they literally have ripped the knife right out, whoever stole the knife. And the blade, I'm not kidding you, it's about that long in the box. Big kitchen knife. For the life of me.
Do you know what? They keep cigarettes behind the counter, so I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I don't smoke.
No, they do, they have to by law.
Behind a counter now.
Just shut it down.
You know, I know people have to buy knives for cooking and whatever, but can they not keep them behind a counter?
Mm.
And anyone who purchases a knife have their name and address in a book.
Mm.
So if a crime is committed,
Yep.
they could be able to trace that knife back
To where it's been stolen
to where
from.
it's been bought from.
Mm.
Well,
Or
supposedly
stolen.
bought or
Supposedly,
stolen.
yeah. Couldn't believe it though. He was like, I was really shocked. I thought, someone has literally ripped that box open and stolen out the knife.
It's like any shop you go into now.
Mm.
There's always something missing, ain't
Yeah,
there? In a
is.
box.
Yeah, there is.
There's always going to be something missing.
Mm.
Because that's the world we live in now.
Yep.
Oh, I don't have to buy it. I'll just take it
Yep.
and sell it on.
I mean, in my career, I worked as some of you know, I worked in the security profession for a long time, for over 30 years. And boy, these people used to think that the police are the frontline people. How wrong are they? We security personnel are the frontline people. We come heads on into it.
First port of call, isn't it?
Exactly, and then the police have to come and sweep up after us, literally. That's no joke. From my own experience. And I have arrested every type of person you can imagine, from some rich people down to the poorest people. And you know who I find out who are some of the worst offenders? Those people have already got money. You wouldn't think it though, would you? But they are. You've got the desperate ones, of course, and those people who need to put food on the table, which is understandable. But those people have already got money already. They are some of the worst type that I've come across and dealt with.
Amazing, isn't it?
It is, and you wouldn't think it though, because people say, oh, well, these drug addict types and what have you, and alcoholic types. They're bad enough as it is. They're in their own categories, but again, getting back to those who've got all the money, they are some of the worst kind of criminals that I've dealt with. And it really, you know, you'd be really surprised, and you wouldn't think that. So they've got this extra money. Why you want to steal this? It's because of the challenge, the excitement, and things like that. That's why they do it, and the greed of as well, of course.
I mean, there's different personalities, isn't there,
Mm.
in people?
Mm.
I mean, you've got people who are really confident and they can do this, that and the other
Yep.
without a thought.
Mm.
Then you've got people who've got anxiety or mental health situations where they get bothered by noises
slightest
or
thing.
the slightest thing.
Yeah.
And you know, you've got to take all this into consideration, really, when you think about the people.
Yeah, of course.
Because none of us know what somebody else's life's been like unless we actually know them really
Yeah.
closely.
Mm.
Do we?
Or we've watched them grow up through the years. Boy.
But I mean, some people, they want to argue over nothing. They'd argue over a piece of paper, wouldn't they, some of them?
Oh, I can go better than that.
You know, how long is a piece of string?
They'd even go argue on how much air you're breathing in. That's the truth, you know.
And if
honestly.
you argued with everybody, you just wouldn't move in your day, would you? You'd be arguing 24 hours a day.
7 days a well,
You
in
would.
sometimes 24 hours, 8 hours a
Yeah.
week, 8 days a week. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Today, I mean, there's lovely people, there's not so lovely people, and there's mediocre people who just, a personality, they want to keep themselves to themselves. There's a poor girl on the bus we were on today, and she wasn't very well.
No, she wasn't.
Everybody was like tutting and what's-itting.
That's it. They
That's
really
all right.
were. They really were.
And I says to Anne, we got some mints in our bag, give them her.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah,
you
I
went
offered
over and
some.
offered
I
her,
went
but
over
she
and
didn't
offered.
want them. She said, I'm ever so sorry. I've had to go through work like this to say. I said, don't worry about it.
It's going around. She was
And
saying.
again, this is because your companies make you go to work now, don't they, if you're not very well.
You could see that she wasn't happy at all as well. She was.
You know,
she was really annoyed.
you're bullied into going to work if you're not well.
Yeah.
And she was a prime example of somebody who
Yeah,
had to go
she
to work.
really was. In the state that she
The
was.
state she was in, the poor girl.
Oh, I don't know.
You know, the windows were shut on a bus. Now, that's selfish people again. It
Yep.
was probably cold.
Yeah. God, man.
Put bloody scarf on or something.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Put a scarf on.
Ah,
Something
boy.
around your neck. You know, oh. So annoying.
But you know what? At the end of the day, if you let people affect you in that way, what's the point of being
There is no
involved?
point, is there?
It isn't.
There is
It's
no
like the old
point.
saying is, don't worry over some spilt milk because you're going to be the one who's going to have to clean it up at the end of the day.
It's true, though, isn't it? That's true. It's true.
It really is, isn't it?
So
Oh,
true.
brother, I'm telling you. But yeah, people, oh my word. You know me and Max, I don't know how some of you may react to this, but we've taken ourselves away from the people of this world. We haven't done it to spite other people. We've done it because we've had enough. We just want to focus on us, our own thing.
That's
You know what I
we
mean?
do.
And that's what we're doing.
That's why we have such a great day,
Mm.
whether we're in or out.
It's like, it's been about, how long has it been now? A couple of years nearly now? Remember this couple? We met them in this cafe in Wolverhampton.
Oh, God.
And we thought, oh, they seemed okay. They were from, I think, London or something like that. Somewhere from London, living in the Midlands now. We seen them in this cafe, and there was all, it was all right, having a good old little conversation. We met them, over the past couple of weeks or so. We'd see them in the cafe.
2 times.
Yeah, twice. Anyway, 2 times.
Before he told you the rest.
It was a couple of occasions. And they seemed a bit jovial and all that, didn't it, Max?
Seemed all right at the time.
But at the time, I was thinking, oh, okay. You want to do how can they're being a bit too over friendly. So we kind of like exchange numbers as you do, and you think that seemed okay-ish. And they'd gone away for a couple of weeks or so, hadn't they? And we're the kind of people, we'd only contact people if they want to meet up or what. But we had a lot of things going, we're just doing our own thing. And then the female, she was very aggressive and rude. Oh, we've been back, blah, blah, so many weeks, and this is for a text message.
And you've only just bothered to tell us you're going to be having a cup of coffee on that whatever day it was. Yeah.
We was thinking, hang on, we've only known these people. We don't even know them. We only met them a couple of times in this cafe, and that was carried on as if we'd known them for years with their behaviour. Whoa, hey, time out, man, time out. So that's it.
So you've got them type of people as well, clingers.
You call them clingers? We call them succubuses. For those of you who doesn't know what a succubus is, do you want me to explain to you what a succubus is?
God.
I shall lecture you upon this, what that succubus is. A succubus is the negative energy that latches onto you and draws the goodness out of you. And then once all that goodness is gone, then just throw the rest away in the gutter. That is how a succubus behaves in life. And boy, there is a lot of them out there in that world of ours. Trust me, there really is. I personally know from experience. That's what a succubus is.
And they come unstuck, didn't they, with us?
They come unstuck. They didn't know what hit them. We just like, delete, block the number, gone.
Yeah.
That's
And then you've got people who've been in relationships with somebody. It hasn't worked.
Yep.
So they've moved on,
Yep.
which normal people would.
Separated amicably, as we would say.
And then you find out, I mean, we're not on social media, but
Thank God.
people find out on social media that these people have been checking on them.
Yeah, finding out about them, what's they been up to, and because why they're on social media and all that stuff.
So what is that all about? Do you know what I mean?
Get a life, that's what we say.
Get a life.
Get a life, because we've got a life. Jeez, on peace, no man. Jeez.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
People.
People.
I know we're part of the people race, but come on, man, we're not like that. We're sensible people.
Yeah. But I mean, there's not many people stick just together, is there?
Yeah.
So other people got to have people around them.
They have to have, they like the attention.
I've never been like that. And I know Andrew's never been like that.
I've never been an attention seeker.
No.
When I was a breakdancer, and we have a challenge, and and this is what we would do, and then we ended up being some make great, friendships with the fellow breakers over the years, and but never none of this clingy stuff. No, none of that rubbish, man.
No,
None
not
of
at
that
all.
rubbish.
And then you get people, don't you? You've probably known them all your life. I don't. These people I do totally ignore after. But you get people. One day they'll speak to you.
Yep.
Then you see them again, and they don't want to speak to you.
Exactly. And you're thinking, hang on. Do I?
Yeah.
Do I smell?
Yeah.
Do I smell? Or is there something wrong with this? My skin? Am I invisible? What have I done?
That I can't stand them type of people. I don't speak to them again.
I could understand if we'd said something or they heard about something, we were saying something about them, yeah, but nothing was said. And we just got on with our lives, and these people behave this way. Or chatty the one time, and then all of a sudden, ghost you.
And then you've got people, you're going on with your own life, doing what you believe in, basically. And then, because they don't believe in it, they start telling you how to believe.
Lecturing you.
And what you should be doing.
Yep.
And not doing.
What they followed suit. Yeah.
Well, hang on a minute. I'll be the judge of what's bad for me and what's not bad for me. I wouldn't dream of going to somebody and saying you shouldn't be doing this or you shouldn't be following that. But they think they have every right to come to you.
To preach to you.
And preach.
Take crystals, right? As I've mentioned before, these are not for show. These are proper things. These are not man-made things. These are things which have come from nature, and they really have. It's just that man has farmed the way they've come from and just created them into things that you can wear. But they are genuine crystals.
Some
really
people
are.
think, they're evil.
Yeah, they're not.
You want that opinion, like we always say, you're entitled to your opinions. Just don't preach them to us.
But they're not. All they are. What a crystal is. What does it do, Max?
Well, it's a crystal, isn't it? Unless you follow certain spiritual ways. To somebody, it's just a crystal.
But they vibrate at a different frequency more than us.
Yeah.
They help you tune yourself to the natural laws of nature, basically.
I mean, you can go further with them, as I say, if you're spiritual, like we are.
You
And
meditate
do your
a lot.
healing with it. It's what you believe in. This is the point. It's what you believe in, not what somebody wants you to believe in.
This is what we know about it. We haven't been told by no one by this, We found out ourselves.
Yeah,
for our own way.
I don't throw what I believe in onto anybody else. So I don't expect them to throw their opinion of what I'm doing onto me. Isn't that right?
Exactly. But yeah, getting back to this thing of the video that we've got, it's about people.
Well, that was about people.
But again...
It takes all different types of people.
Exactly.
And it does. It really does. You'll get nasty people. You'll get lovely people.
Boy, we definitely know them ones.
You'll get miserable people. You'll get smiley people. We go to a lot of different places, don't we?
We certainly do.
When we can. And meet lots of people from different places.
Different walks of life.
Different tone altogether. Everybody's saying, hello, and how are you, and have a lovely day. I have never seen that in Birmingham. Never ever.
Especially when we got to Stratford. Wow. That's get a lot of happy, jovial people around us. And again, we get the looks again, but we get the looks to say, wow, they look like a very happy couple. Never seen that kind of holding hands and stuff like that with people. Of course, it's quite rare in this day and age. When you see couples out holding hands, you don't see many. It's far and few between. Isn't that right, Max?
It is.
It really, really is.
And again, we're not bothered whether people like it or not.
Yeah, doesn't
We ain't
bother.
asking them to hold our hands.
We're doing it because we want
We
to
want to.
at the time. You know what I mean? You get me? But seriously, Why people, man?
Yeah. It's
I tell you now, if you let that thing about people get to you, what's the point of trying to live a life of your own? Because if you let the lives and attitude of people affect you personally, you won't be able to function.
no.
To be on you 24/7, you won't be able to sleep. You'd be taking your anxiety to a level where nothing on this earth will be able to correct it for you.
Take every person with a pinch of salt.
Yeah, that's it. Pinch of salt, ping, gone.
If you like them, they like you. That's
yeah,
good.
that's it.
You know, if they're funny people who speak sometimes and don't speak another. Well,
It is what it is.
over the head, son.
It
You
is
know?
what it is. What it is.
It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, me personally, I love a jolly person.
Yeah, we do as well. We both do. We love jolly people. We love to see people who
Happy.
are not just happy but genuine. Not putting on a false pretense to say, "Oh, look at me," blah blah blah. But then you could see that person's not being their real self. They're just trying to say, "Oh, wow, this and wow that. Look at this, look at this, and look at that." It's not a pretty thing when you see people doing that, because it becomes quite ugly over time,
Yeah.
and it really does, and it's sad.
And you know, you'll always know with people, if they've got time to listen to you, that they're genuinely
Yeah.
people. But if they're talking about them all the time, it get very tedious.
Oh boy, can't it just?
In fact, it can actually, because you're like empath, aren't you?
Yeah, you become an empath.
And they just want to offload.
It's like in that crystal shop.
But then they won't listen to what you've got to say. And you think, if I was having that problem, they wouldn't pick the phone. I couldn't phone them, and they'd pick the phone up and listen.
Yeah.
Do you know? So then you'll know it's not genuine.
Nope.
Not genuine.
So ended it there. If you don't know, you think, or you is there any more
Well,
you would
I
like
could
to
carry
say?
on all night.
See, this is what we like. We can carry on for eons and
How
eons.
about eternal? No, I'm only joking.
Oh, but no, seriously, when it comes down to me and Max, I've said we have got this gift. We can have a conversation, literally about anything and everything. We just love to convalesce. We really do. It's and this is why we're doing these videos, because we don't see many people out there doing things like what we do. We haven't really ever seen this kind of thing really from most people. There maybe is, but we haven't seen anything like this. So this is why we're doing this Let's Talk About videos. To be on a weekly basis, daily basis, depending how we feel. Because none of it's rehearsed or auto-cued or scripted and all that stuff. Nah, we just do it as we do it. Well, how we come across this Let's Talk About video is when we was out with our sister today, and I said to Max when we was in the cafe, let's do a video about people, because what brought it up? Because we were talking about something and
all types of people.
and all types of people. I thought that would be a great thing to talk about.
Even con artists.
Oh boy,
You come across them.
I certainly have.
You know, you think there's like many different types of people. And some of them, you know, you think, how do they sleep at night?
Yep. How do they
How
sleep?
do they sleep at night? And they have no
Morals
morals
at all.
about it.
True narcissism
Yeah,
to the extreme.
they really do.
They do.
It's like in Birmingham now, I believe. I don't know whether it's true, or, you know, when you
Or
read
not, true
when you
or not.
read stuff. But
Don't believe the hype. That's what I say.
they're on about now the homeless, moving them on from one of the streets out to the shop doorways. Well, where do they think these people are going to go?
I know.
They're going to go to all the shop doorways.
Of course they are. Of course they are.
So they're not really achieving anything, are they?
They're just
They're not
mo-
making these people move.
Yeah, it's from the city,
Yeah.
the main city centre. They're just going to go to the other parts of Birmingham
Of course they are.
where there's still people coming through.
You know, they're going to go somewhere.
It's Pfizer a losing battle, to be honest with you.
They've got to go somewhere, haven't they?
I mean, the only way they can do this is what they call the martial law effect of things. But that takes a lot of policing to sort that. So I can't see that happening, personally.
No, I can't
No,
either.
we've
Because
never
I
seen
think the police are quite...
They've got their hands full as it
They've
is.
got their hands full.
Of course they are.
Plus, I think they're a bit sympathetic as well. Where they're supposed to go.
Yep.
Now, you know, the best thing you can do for homeless people when you're out, really, is get them something to eat.
Yeah.
Don't give them money.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you're encouraging the drinking.
yes,
you're
are all the
encouraging
drugs.
the drugs.
Yeah, get some food, a nice hot cup of coffee or milk, squash, chocolates, drink, whatever the non-alcoholic drink is.
There was one came up to us in Wolverhampton today.
Oh,
a woman.
gosh.
And she weren't a youngish
No,
woman.
I would have put her in the 30s.
And she'd been snorting coke.
Yeah.
It was all round her nose.
Yeah, you could see it clearly.
And coming up for money. You know, she was off her face.
And she said to us, because she knew we'd locked her, didn't she?
Yeah.
But yet she still had the gall to come up to
up.
us. That proves to show she's got a major addiction, a major addiction. And it's sad to see that.
It was...
Because that's someone's daughter or auntie or even a mother
It was
herself.
heartfelt, especially with all the stuff around her nose. You know, she'll have no nose left in a few months. And you think, you know, they haven't always been like that.
No,
have
of
they?
course they haven't. Of course they haven't.
And she seemed ever such a nice lady at one time.
Yeah, you could see that as well.
Couldn't you, the way she spoke?
Mm.
You know, and there's hundreds of people like that we know, and you can't help them.
No.
But, you know, give them some food.
Yeah, food and a hot drink.
Do not ever give them money.
No.
Because I won't buy food with it. I can assure you that.
I can tell you from experience, when I worked in my security career, I used to work at a major department store in Wolverhampton, off Victoria Street. Well, it's closed now, so I can say the name. It's closed. BT's department store, which has now become, it's going to be hotel rooms. Not flats, 300 flats. They kept the outside of the building, but the inside is building into flats. Well, I worked there as a loss prevention officer for a few years, and I used to see some of the beggars outside, and we had to move them on. But then you see them beg money off some of the people on the street side, and you could see them give them money, and then you'd watch them from the main Victoria entrance, and you'd follow them around Darlington Street. They're buying drugs off a dealer with the money that they've just collected.
Very sad.
It is.
And the only people who are making from this is the ones who are selling them.
Yeah, the dealers.
You know.
Mm.
So, I mean, you've got those weak people.
Yeah.
That's another type of person, isn't it? You know, weak.
Yeah, weak people.
They can't say no.
Nope. That's that weak that they are scared to say no.
Mm.
Really are.
Horrible.
But yes, sending it there, my dear.
Yeah, I should talk
Yeah.
that.
I didn't say down to run up today.
I'm taking it.
Oh, come on. Just always pick on me, you know. But, yeah, people, boy, be wary too. That's what we advise, be wary.
Every time you're out.
Yeah, be wary. Be aware, because you don't know.
Keep your wits about you.
Yeah, that's the best from our lives that we've experienced through the years.
Especially if you're vulnerable.
Yeah.
You know, when they can see you're vulnerable. Because you're a target then. Number one target.
They don't target us, you know, because they know not to, because of what the message we send out to them by not even uttering a word, and which is a hard thing for us humans to do. It takes practice and practice and practice to have that approach. I think what's helped me a lot working in the security industry for all those years, which is one, and being a martial artist of all those years too, and being into the internal attribute aspects of what I do, same as Maxine. So you develop that inner ability, or the inner Shen. And what we say Shen is spirit of you. It's your spirit, your Shen is. So that takes some years to get that boy working properly, I'll tell you. But yeah, so ending it there on this one. But let's talk about people. So it's a wrap. And again, we thank you for your support on our channel. Thank you. We really, really do support. See that one coming in. Our channel. And again, let's keep them thumbs coming up. Let's keep them thumbs going up. Let's keep them coming in. Come on, share the love on the channel. And comments to any of the videos. Share the videos. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're only just watching the videos and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that subscription button and hit the notification button too. Ka-ching! And
Darren boy, are you listening?
Yes, Darren boy. Darren boy, you're listening. I'm going to hashtag that. Hashtag Darren boy. Ka-ching! It's a discount thing.
Darren boy.
But seriously, on a serious note, yeah, just be always true to yourself. Lose the ego. Some people say you have to have a bit of an ego in life. You know what we truly do really believe about that? Confidence. It's not ego. There's a difference between the two. Confidence. If you've got great, strong, grounded confidence, you can achieve anything without even battering an eyelid.
Yeah, love yourself.
Yes, love yourself.
Be proud of yourself.
Be proud of yourselves, yes.
Don't let it go to your heads.
Never let it get to this. Because if you let it get to this, you know what's going to happen? This is going to explode in a way you can not even imagine or think about.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me. Most importantly, be grounded. And people think, grounded? What do you mean grounded? Okay, let me give you a little bit of a thing about being grounded. It's being humble. In a nutshell. Being
But
humble.
always be proud of yourselves.
Yeah, always be proud of yourselves.
Even if it's only a little achievement. It's an achievement.
Yeah. The smallest of achievement in life can be the mightiest conquerors of all.
You know, even if you do
It's true.
something and fail, you've tried.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're one step ahead from not trying.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
So be proud.
Be proud.
Be
And
proud.
let's keep that chi of life always and forever flowing. Let's keep it moving. Let's feel that energy. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.